Well, for a while, the conversation with regard to the MPs that have stayed in parliament for a long period of time has been predominant in the UPND circles. There was that should have been 2 months ago when the Deputy Secretary General, the lady, commented simply stating to say that those MPs that have been in parliament for a long period of time should pave way for new members of parliament, and that conversation ensued for a while. Later on, it was disputed by the Secretary General, not the deputy issued a statement, and the Secretary General Batoke Imenda stated to say that wasn't the position of the UPND, that was a personal view she was issuing. And the Gary Nkombo has addressed that issue as of today. So that's Gary Nkombo you see on his knees there, probably canvassing votes for one of the candidates. As you may be aware, he should be the UPND chairperson for elections. I stand to be corrected. But according to this article, it says all the members of parliament will only retire together with Hichilema in 2031 in Nkombo. So referring to say when President Hakainde Hichilema wins and the MPs win the upcoming 2026 general elections, only in 2021 when Hakainde Hichilema finishes his 2031 when he finishes his second term, that's if he wins the 2026 elections, then all the MPs retire. So Gary Nkombo went further to say, so long-serving Mazabuka Central Member of Parliament, Gary Nkombo says he and his fellow long-serving members of Parliament will still contest the 2026 general elections and only retire together with President Hakainde Hichilema in 2031. So Nkombo has been a lawmaker since 2006. Told residents that it was unfair for citizens to suggest that the United Party for National Development members of Parliament who have been in Parliament for 20 years or more should not contest next year's general elections when they were the ones who were suffering. Suffering for the party. So he simply says, "Hey, they worked for the party, so that's one of the remuneration." He pleaded with the voters. That's why you saw him on his knees there. So he pleaded with the voters to allow him and others such as Home Affairs Minister Jack Mwimbu, who has been a member of Parliament for 25 years in Monze Central, to continue serving until President Hakainde Hichilema's tenure ends in 2031. The former cabinet minister said all members of Parliament had been there for United Party for National Development, UPND party, and the fresh minds that want to take over were only doing so after their own selfish reasons, he says. Please do not remove us. It's not fair that somebody who was in an aircon can just come and want a seat after we worked so hard for it. Where were you when we were being beaten? Where were you when we were being arrested and struggling in the opposition equation? So he simply says, hey, my friend, you can't just show up as a young blood and say, no, we want to take over the UPND when you didn't suffer with us very much. You used to stay in air-conditioned offices while we were on the ground fighting. Today, now that we are now settled, and you come saying that you have overstayed as a member of Parliament. Where have you been? He asked. That's Gary Nkombo. He said the long-serving members of Parliament played a crucial role in the victory of the United Party for National Development in during the 2021 general elections, and those who wanted to sideline them were not acting according to the principle of the party. You should all be patient with us. Wait until 2031, as said in Nkombo. So that's a justification coming from Gary Nkombo. What is on the other hand, Panji Kaunda and Kambwili in trouble for failing to refund illegal salaries they received in 2016. As you may remember, Parliament usually dissolves. Even this Parliament is likely to dissolve. Is it in March? Just should be 4 months from now, if not 3 months from now. And in 2016, Edgar Doshagalungu decided to extend the cabinet's operation. They stayed in in office and in fact throughout the campaign period. So now that money was required for them to be paid to pay back. Most of them have paid back that money. I'm surprised that Kambwili and the Panji Kaunda have not paid back. And they've got the capacity because Panji Kaunda should be the commissioner, high commissioner to Malawi right now in the UPND government. He was also in Michael Sata's government. He was also in Edgar Shakalungu's government, if I'm not mistaken. So the money is definitely, yeah, he was also in Edgar Shakalungu's government for him to have to pay back that money. So it's not the issue of money. It's like, why have they not paid back? So and then Chodwe Manakaba there simply says, get their assets, as simple as that. Even if they are not willing to pay back their money, which is clearly they have the money, then just get their assets, simple as that. So Zambian High Commissioner to Malawi, Panji Kaunda, and former Cabinet Minister Chishimba Kambwili are among the 4 ministers that have been reported to the Office of the Attorney General for failing to refund government illegal salaries and allowances they received in 2026 after Parliament had dissolved. So there are about 4 that have not paid back. I remember Hari Kalaba was like the first person to pay back that money. So let them just pay back that money and we keep it moving. And another image that has been trending is that image. So President Hakainde Hichilema should have been at Intercontinental Hotel, if I'm not mistaken. And then he decided to go back door and interact with the staff, mostly kitchen staff, as you can see from that window there. And then he says, the president put up this caption and said, sometimes the meetings that were not in my schedule are the ones that I enjoy the most. So he simply says this meeting he did of interaction with these people was not part of his schedule, but he enjoyed it. And that picture has been trending to say, no, he's relating with the people on the ground. And Sean Temple had a different opinion to say. So he says he has started saying his goodbyes. He knows, deep down his heart, he knows he's on his way out. Tilitonse, the future is Sean Temple. So he simply says, Hakainde Hichilema is simply saying his goodbyes. Deep down his heart, he knows he's not going to retain his seat as president in 2020 after 2026 general elections. And then Sean Tembo doubles down. He goes to say, there is no opposition in Zambia. Meanwhile, Ali busy trying to amend the constitution so that he can create a legal political lifeline for himself. I mean, what is wrong with the constitution that allowed him to win 2.8 million votes in 2021? Yeah, he party constitution law. So he simply asks, hey, this is the constitution that enabled you to become president. How come all of a sudden it has become bad and not good enough to run in 2026? He laughs it off. And then he goes further to say, deep down, Aziba, Kuti, Vantuba, Musura, deep down he knows people are not rating him high. He wants to create a backdoor route to power using the amended constitution, but Acherwa is just simply lying to himself. It will not work. That's Sean Tembo there. And obviously, the Patriotic Front contenders have been advised to say campaigning has not yet started, according to Emmanuel Mwamba. So hold your horses until it's set. So it says Emmanuel Mwamba, Blas Mundubile, and others for any campaigns that way the party is going to announce. I mean, dude, we're just months away from the general elections, and you're telling your friends to hold their horses to campaign as presidential candidates. The Patriotic Front should just get the house in order. That thing of waiting for Edgar Chakalungu's barrier looks like it's not happening anytime soon. So it might as well start campaigning. So I don't blame the 3 gentlemen that have started a campaign. It is what it is. You're wasting people's time. And that's the news for now, ladies and gentlemen.